So I just realized that I did not make a June life update video, and I like making these. So my children are home for summer break, and all three of my kids are here right now. And so there's going to be yelling and talking in the background. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I know there's some people that like to get in my comment section and be like, can you tell your kids to be quiet next time? And it's like, you obviously do not have children, and or that you've never had kids, or you just must be like the parent of the year, because kids don't stay quiet. Like, they just don't. I have 3 children. So the month of June has been weird. It's basically started out with just regular things. My kids got out of school on June 12th, and they basically have summer you're gonna have to pardon me tonight. I am so exhausted, you guys. I'm beyond exhausted. It's been a really hard day. My kids go back to school on September 6th. It's either September 5th or 6th. They go back to school. So they're out for the next 3.5 months. So that happened. I ended up getting a job back in May. So I've been working ever since by May 9th. So basically that's what I've been doing for most of June and May. I was working. My job has been kind of like a roller coaster. It's pretty much been like, some days are good, some days are kind of bogus. Yesterday at work was insane. It was just really like, I don't know. It's been weird. Like, I don't know if there's like a full moon right now or anything. I've been meaning to look that up, but I just like keep forgetting. But full moon June 2024. Yeah, there's a full moon right now, so that explains everything. But yeah, so basically June was very just a lot of work, like a lot of, trying to financially get things back in order. I am currently trying to figure out how to get another vehicle. I lost my truck back in April, and it's been hell. It's been hard trying to find another vehicle in this economy. Everything nowadays is extremely expensive. People don't want to work with anybody. I'm talking like even just buying a car off the side of the road. Nobody wants to work with anybody. Everybody wants $5,000 and up cash, and they want it automatically. They don't want to accept payments. They don't want to accept, they don't even want to work with you. They don't want to, go down on the price a little bit. People are trying to sell cars that are completely outdated for really high prices. So it's been a challenge. I have not had any leads on any vehicles at all. I did have one prospect at the beginning of June, and she basically kind of just like reneged on her offer. She pretty much lied about it. She said that she was going to be selling her car at the end of May, and then it went into the first week of June, then it was going in the second week of June, and I just pretty much figured she wasn't selling anymore because she was driving around in it all the time, and it's never there. It's always gone. I messaged her about it a couple of weeks ago, and she basically was like, yeah, I'm going to be selling it soon, and she's not going to sell it. So she's pregnant. She's about to give birth. She probably already gave birth, and I don't think that's like the smart move in the position that she's in right now. I think, and she's probably thinking the same thing, that it's not a good time to like sell her car when she's about to give birth to a baby. So as of right now, I don't have any leads on any vehicles at all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened in June. Emotionally, the month of June has been pretty low. That's pretty much all of 2024 for me, but like whatever. I've had a lot of struggles with really trying to find the light in my life. It's been a very dry year. Nothing really big happened this year. The only thing that happened was I ended up getting a new job. That was pretty much the only thing lately this year that's been like on the charts. other than that, it's just been a big struggle. It's been really hard for me to accomplish things, get things figured out financially. There's been a lot of roadblocks. It's been just roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. I basically call it a stop sign. Like, it's pretty much anything that, or anywhere I try to go, or anything I've been trying to do, it's just basically just been one big giant stop sign everywhere I go. 2024 has been just stop. And it's scary to me because I'm the type of person that I'm very OCD and I have control issues. So I like to keep everything in a certain way. And I also am the type of person, I'll think way too hard, like far ahead in the future. And then my anxiety goes up, my OCD kicks in, I start getting like out of control. I start imagining things, I start assuming things. And then before I know it, I'm in full blown depression. I don't enjoy life. I start looking at things like, oh, that's pointless, that's hopeless. Like, I don't have any, like, what's the word? I don't have any, shush for life. There's nothing. And that's been going on now for 7 months. I have been feeling like this. Like I said, this year has not been one of my years. It's kind of reminded me of 2018. 2018 was a very hard year for me. I remember it was just very emotionally charged, and it was very mentally and emotionally and spiritually draining. It was very hard for me. I could not find the light that year. It just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I was pregnant. My relationship was having problems. I just was lost. I was completely lost in 2018. That's pretty much what this year has been feeling like. I don't really expect anything with each passing month anymore. I kind of just gave that up months ago because every month has pretty much been the same. It's been nothing, no new blessings, no blessings at all. Just every day just keeps being the same. Like I said in an older video, it has affected my faith in a lot of ways. It's affected me when it's come to, and I know a lot of people would say, there's valleys and there's mountains and there's things like that. And I've been in the valley for a while now. Like, I have been in this valley. Like, I'm stuck. I can't get out of this valley. And I'm just trying really hard to see, like I said, I'm trying really hard to see the light. I'm trying really hard to keep myself afloat and keep going forward and keep walking forward, even though my mind, it keeps telling me different things. I spiritually keep trying to like pull myself ahead, and I'm dragging myself pretty much right now at this point. I'm like crawling on the ground to get to this goal. Like I said, one of my major goals this year is to accomplish on getting another vehicle. But this time, for the first time in my life, it's actually been incredibly hard. It's been, every day I have to tell myself, like, it's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen, but it's not going to be easy this time. And not everything in life is going to be easy. There's going to be, like, I've had years where it's been easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, last year was one of those years. Last year, I was having blessings left and right. Left and right. I was just getting blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. And I couldn't actually believe, like, how blessed I was last year. But then this year, it's basically just been nothing. It's been just work, and I've had to do a lot of inner work as well. I've had to do a lot of personal growing, breaking a lot of old habits. One of them is giving up easily. I've done that my whole life. It's just giving up. Especially this month, in the month of June. I had to really go deep within myself and figure out why I feel the way I feel, or, what's triggering me, and is it really going to make a difference? If you quit this job, or you do this, or you walk away from it, or if you give up on this, or you don't go forward with that, or if you don't try in any point of your life, are you ever going to see results? And that's pretty much been my problem my whole life, is that I get easily fed up and frustrated, and I'm an impatient person. So with that being said and all that combined, it's really like a big giant disaster for me. And I never follow through with anything. And it's just when one thing doesn't work out for me, I will literally just be like, peace. And I just walk away from it. Or I start assuming things in my head, and my boss just texted me, ironically. I start assuming things in my head, and I will make these things, these weird assumptions in my mind, and I'll believe something in my mind, and then I actually think it's gonna happen. You can tell like how bad my hair is. Like I just pulled out a piece and another piece is falling out. Stress, like straight up stress. You can tell I've not touched my hair in months. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. I think I'm just like I said, I'm giving my hair a year break. I'm not touching my hair this year because, like I said, nothing has gone right this year. So I basically just got it cut this year, took off the dead ends, and I was like, just leave it alone. Don't color it. Don't put no bleach on it. Just like leave it alone until January of 25. So I'm not even touching it. Anyways, so basically with that being said, when I do this and I start assuming things, or I start making believe all this weird crap in my mind, this is so sad, you guys. It's just falling out. Another piece will come out. That's a lot of breakage. It's like just falling out. That's another reason why I don't want to do my hair anymore. I don't want to bleach it. It's just, my hair is like, I totally lost track of what I was saying. But basically, like, I don't ever see results. I don't see results in anything. And then a year from now, I'll sit back and think, man, if I would have only followed through with that, where would I be now? And I never find out because I don't follow through with anything. I don't go through the fire. I don't walk through the fire. As soon as the fire starts to get hot, I'm just like, I'm out. You can't live your life like that. You can't just, constantly give up all the time. It's kind of like this. Like, this is petty, but kind of like my YouTube channel. I had this, goal in my mind that at the end of this year, I wanted to reach 500 subscribers. Like, that was my goal. I'm already up to 417 subscribers. Now, if I would have completely just gave up, after all those, crappy people got on there and they were commenting and saying all those horrible things about me and my kids and everything else at the beginning of this year, I would never be where I'm at right now. I would never have, I know this is petty, but I would never be halfway to my goal. I would never be where I'm at right now if I would have just been like, I'm done. What? No, get out of here. It's the same thing with everything else in my life, that if I continually keep giving up on things, and this is one thing I've learned in the month of June, I'm never going to see results. Ever. And I'm never going to get to those good parts of my life that I'm going to be like looking back on these days and be like, man, that really sucked, but here I am, And that's what I keep telling myself every day, every single day, where I'm like, oh, and I have to get up in the morning and I'm like, I don't want to go. And those old thoughts start coming back in my mind, or, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I keep trying to tell myself, like, I'm mostly talking about my job, obviously, but I just keep telling myself that there is a goal here. Like, there is a actual goal. And yesterday was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday at work was extremely hard. I had a lot of issues with customers yesterday. There was a lot of angry customers that came in. Working in retail and working in customer service is not for the weak. It is not. You have to have a strong brain. You have to have, and I'm still learning, you have to have a poker face. If you don't have a poker face, people will read right through you and they will start getting upset and they will start attacking you and they start calling your manager and they start assuming things and it just turns into a big mess. That did not happen, but I had a really hard time yesterday keeping a straight face, and I had a really hard time dealing with the issues that I was dealing with, but I got through it. And at the end of the day, as I was walking to the bus stop, I just told myself, good job. It's over. It's done. You got through it. Onward. Let's keep going. And it's like, I know it's God. Like, I'm trying really hard not to get emotional, but I know it's God that's telling me this, like, onward and forward. It's over. Forget it. Drop it. Like, you did it. Ching, check mark. You know, like, that's one thing off. And that is something that I really, really wanted to work on myself, and I really want to work on. And what the thing is that when you do start working on personal things about yourself, the flaws and the things that you have that suck, we're just going to be honest, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy looking at yourself and taking accountability for your, I'm going to swear here, so if there's kids in the room, for your fucked up actions, for the things that you do not take accountability for. That's hard. It's not easy to look at yourself every day and be like, you're the reason why you're failing. You're the reason why this isn't working out. You're the reason why you don't have any money. You're the reason why you're in this situation, etc., etc., etc. It's not anybody else's fault. Those are the kind of things, it's hard. I have PMDD, which everybody knows on here. I talk about it quite frequently. PMDD is not easy. It's not. And I'm not in that right now. I'm actually in my ovulatory phase right now. But when I do go through my PMDD phase, that's another part of my life that is also incredibly hard. And it's really hard when you're working in public and you're dealing with people all day and you're not right up here. Like, you're not right up here. You are completely gone and you are struggling emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. You're going through it, but yet you have to keep working. That's a test. And it's been a test to me that these things are going to keep happening every month. It's going to happen. And you can sit here and either make excuses and say, okay, well, I can't work because, I'm a woman. There's thousands of women out there that have PMDD, that are being undiagnosed, that are not talking about this, that are struggling. The women that are out there that are working full-time jobs, and they are working and they're grinding and they're doing it. So I just keep telling myself, and I'm telling everybody, other women out there, you're not the only one. When those thoughts are in your mind, when you wake up in the morning and you're ready to throw your life in the trash, believe me, I'm one of those women. I wake up and I'm like, I just want to throw everything in the garbage. You're not alone. But it's hormones. It's literally hormones. Like right now, like I said, I'm in my ovulatory phase. And my ovulatory phase, it's kind of touch and go each month. I'm going on 38 years old. So my body right now is kind of like perimenopausal. So I don't really ovulate all the time, but when I do, it's like it hits and I'm like, I'm feeling pretty, and I'm just like all about my husband. And the problem with that is though, is that the ovulatory phase does come with, hormonal issues. Your progesterone goes up, all this other stuff is happening. I get really fatigued. I'm constantly tired. I don't sleep worth a crap. I get hot flashes. I get dizzy spells. Oh my God, during the ovulatory phase, I just had one today. But that's when I know I'm ovulating, because I'll get dizzy. And it's hard dealing with these symptoms. But what I kept telling myself is, you can either sit here and make excuses for that crap and say, I can't work. It's going to continue to keep happening. You just have to learn how to deal with these issues that all these women also, there's thousands of other women that have, and continue to keep doing what you're supposed to do. Like I said, it's just, there's a lot of growth going on in me this year, especially in the month of June. There's been a lot of transitioning in my mind, of training myself and transitioning my thoughts, that when a negative thought comes in, I transition it. When it starts to make me believe that, ABC is going to happen, I turn into DEF. It's not going to happen. A lot of transitioning. in the month of June. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, another update. Well, my daughter has been, she's staying with me for the next 2 weeks. She is wanting to move back home. Nothing is cemented yet. We don't really know what's going to happen. She is pretty confident on her decision. She's going on 12 years old, and she's ready. She wants to come home. She wants to be back with mom. So I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this year. I don't know. Well, not the end of this year, but the end of this summer. Me, my ex-mother, and my ex-father-in-law are trying to figure this all out. So there is a possibility that my daughter might be moving back home. If so, we will be moving. We will have to be moving to a bigger place. So there's that. But basically right now we're giving her, it's called a trial period, where we're basically just testing her to see if like she can do it, because last summer she said the same thing. She stayed here for 5 days, and by the 5th day she was already like, she was over it. She wanted to go home. She wanted to be back with her grandparents, and it didn't work out. So this year they wanted to do it again. We're giving her a 2-week period. And so far, she's been here for a week. She went past the 5 days. She got here last Friday. Tomorrow will be 1 week. And she's doing good. Like, she's enjoying herself. She's playing with her brothers. She's been going to the parks and beach and having a blast. And she says she's having a great time. So she said that she's not even thinking about any of that. So, I don't know. So that might be a possibility this year. And that's what's been happening this month. With my daughter. That's pretty much one of the biggest things in the month of June, I guess, would be my daughter possibly moving back home with me. I'm not really, a lot of people are probably thinking like, would you be more excited about that? The reason why I'm not really like all like amped is because until it actually happens, then I'll believe it. But until I'm signing paperwork and she's home, I'm probably going to burst into tears and start crying my eyes out, because this has been a long awaited thing for me. But as of the moment right now, it's not like, I don't personally think it's going to happen. So I'm just enjoying my time with my daughter, and I'm having fun with her, and, I'm going from there. But so, yeah, basically I've just been a working mom and taking care of my kids and keeping my hopes up, doing a lot of personal growth, a lot of emotional transitioning, working through a lot of stuff emotionally and mentally. And I'm just hoping and fingers crossed that a year from now things are different. I'm keeping my hopes and prayers up that all this pays off and I see results. But it is what it is. So that's it for my June life update. Until I make my July life updates, I hope to speak to y'all again soon.